Sports, it's in the game.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a fuck about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Came out of rules, that's I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Ties in the culture, hit you with them cat ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the usher. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Sorta, rolling up through the rubber. Remember, it's a jump at the top. I was young and song in the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I need the solution. Maybe that's what I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a fuck about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Came out of rules, that's I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Ties in the culture, hit you with them cat ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the usher. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Sorta, rolling up through the rubber. Remember, it's a jump at the top. I was young and song in the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I need the solution. Maybe that's what I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a fuck about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Came out of rules, that's I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Ties in the culture, hit you with them cat ultra.
Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Just a change. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from.
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially considering you switched positions. Plus, Coach O'Brien really came into his own, leading you guys to the verge of the playoff.
Well, no doubt the best college game this Saturday is here in Miami Gardens, Florida. The place, Hard Rock Stadium, as two of the top 5 teams in the nation will face off. Longhorns taking on the Miami Hurricanes. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Slater on the return. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First and goal at the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Longhorns have taken the early lead. Well, for a kid that started his career as a quarterback, he's certainly showing a lot of conviction carrying the football.
Yeah, he is running with some power, and I think he's running some frustration out of his system, don't you think, partner? Because you know he wants to still be a quarterback. But Coach Red O'Brien made the switch. He has gone along with it. I think he just wants to show that he can contribute and contribute in a big way. And the way he's running the football, there's no doubt about it. They've made the right choice.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. And Daniel fakes the handoff. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Under pressure, and down goes Daniel. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Martin, the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 12 yards the gain there. Good for a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Here are the Longhorns now on 1st and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Daniel's pass intercepted.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was brought down at the
And Charles, it still is kind of strange to look down there and think about Tommy Matthews handing the ball to his high school teammate who's now behind him at the running back position.
Yeah, and you have to just think to yourself, okay, what's the best way to maximize talent? And head coach Red O'Brien, well, he played both of them at quarterback last year, and now he says, let's get them both on the field at the same time. One of them has to accept that role. Tommy Matthews is the quarterback. As you said, handing off to his teammate. The Heartbreak Kids are back together. A little bit different role for them now in this season.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Darren Walker there to make the grab. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Daniel. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This complete to Langford. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, from our vantage point up here in the booth, and look, we have the luxury of kind of seeing the entire play from a bird's eye view, but his knowledge of blocking schemes seems pretty impressive.
Oh, I would agree with that totally, and I think it's similar to wide receivers that flip over to become defensive backs. Okay, you know what receivers are going to do because you used to do it that way. Well, as a former quarterback, he can see the entire play, the entire blocking pattern, and understand what it looks like before the ball's even snapped. And I think that's to his benefit, and of course, it's benefiting his team.
To throw on 2nd down, Matthews. And that's complete. It's Green here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Texas.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason. So you can.
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great effort there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Longhorns 28, Hurricanes nothing.
On 2nd down, Langford. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Daniel. Being chased out left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. They'll try the air now with Daniel. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and long, it's Daniel. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now, we're seeing Matthews handing the ball off to his running back a lot more in this one. It kind of seems like Coach O'Brien has changed up his offensive strategy a bit for the national championship.
I feel like he's gone back to his defensive coordinator roots here, Brandon, because Coach Red O'Brien, as a DC before he became a head coach, he saw the game one way. Now he's seeing it a little bit differently. I think he took a step back and said he lost most of his own defense last year. They were dominant at times. Now he's trying to slow the tempo a little bit, establish the run, and take charge of the game and take charge of the tempo this way.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is Langford on first and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 11. And it'll give him the first down.
First down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Daniel toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Daniel. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Martin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Martin, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first and 10, Matthews. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. From the gun, Matthews. And Walker has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Texas.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Lights 50 seconds, run. We want this.
Throwing again. Matthews going for it all. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. A great play there. In the final Final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. The Heartbreak Kid connection, one finding the other, and they really make it look easy out there.
Oh, it's a special chemistry that they have, isn't it? And look, we go all the way back to their time in high school. Positions may have changed, roles may have changed, but what doesn't change, their friendship, their connection, and understanding where each is going to be on the field, no matter what the situation.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Longhorns 35, Hurricanes nothing.
The first half, no contest. What will the Second half bring as we are back and underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you... You're down big. You're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Looking to throw again on second down. Daniel. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's a game.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
Texas.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Longhorns 42. Hurricanes nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Hurricanes take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
you should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Forced out to his left, and they'll get him down here at the 23.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Now it's Martin. That'll go as a punt of 42. 7 on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great effort there. 26 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? And the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And this time... Not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A gain of 11, and that enables him to also pick up the first.
A gain of 11.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for.
And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here we go. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey.
Here's Daniel now on second down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
From the contact.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fielded at the 43. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Yeah, baby.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great play there. 42 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Texas.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Coming off the pick six, it's Daniel. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap for Daniel. Complete to Washington.
Daniel's pass complete to number 18.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
From midfield, here's Daniel. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
That's good.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Daniel throwing again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
3rd and 2, Daniel. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for number 85.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
48-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Longhorns 77. Hurricanes nothing.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handled under pressure, and down goes Daniel. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniel. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And take it right on the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
At the 46-yard line.
The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Here are the Longhorns now on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to...
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their...
Know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone.